You and me, everything that we've been through has made us strong. You won't believe we've had our gray, but somewhere there's a light inside of us. It shows the way. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you, don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high, I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight, the world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why, this ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors, our memories, now the sun has come down. Like a river rising way up above. This ain't no sugar coat. Yeah, this ain't no sugar coated love. Yeah, this ain't no sugar coated love. I'll stay in bed, I still got the feeling that you're next to me, stuck in my head. When lights go off, you're everything that I could ever want. Your touch so soft. Not looking for no heaven or gold, 'cause I got you, don't wanna show us off, but you're my all that I need. Trying to sugarcoat, but I'm flying so high, I don't even know if I'm coming down. You rock my boat when you hold me so tight, the world just disappears in front of my eyes. I'm telling you why, this ain't no madness. The smoke in the mirrors, our memories, now the sun has come down. Like a river rising way up above. This ain't no sugar coat. Yeah, this ain't no sugar coated love. Yeah, this ain't no sugar coated love.
You're a rebel, getting into trouble. You are kinda like a fire, like a fire, like a fire. Unpredictable, so original. You are never backing down, backing down, backing down. That's what I like about you. So dangerous, I get this rush when I'm with you. I go all in to lose or win. Build things up to knock 'em down. It's the way we keep our high, moving like a hurricane. There will come a time for when we can wash away your sins, settle down, but until then, we're like a hurricane. You're so different, kind of ignorant. You don't care what people say, people say, people say. I'm going crazy for you, baby. Don't know how you're making me feel this way. What can I say? That's what I like about you. So dangerous,
guys? Shawn here. Welcome to Shawn Ide Studios, Tuesday night studio sessions. Have a pretty good show for you tonight. We're going to play around with audio equipment. Not really play around, but we're just going to talk about it. I see Chris Hope is in the chat. Nacho Rolling is in the chat. Looks like Nacho's been doing his homework. He's playing with a little mixing board right now. So he's ahead of the game, and he knew what we were going to talk about tonight. But yeah, I had some comments over the last week of, well, I watched your live stream and you kind of didn't have anything to say. You just kind of rambled and all that kind of stuff. And so I decided to have a topic tonight. I don't know how much of the topic, how much of the live stream we're going to talk about the topic. But first of all, can you guys see me? And can you hear me? Because this thing is about audio. So if my audio is crap, then it's kind of pointless. So check. Can you guys hear me? I see Nacho needs a drink. All right. Brent Newman. Nunley better bring us some of that chicken he's got grilling. Yep. Nunley, you better bring us some meat. Super excited about meat. Actually, I had a conversation with Nunley over last week about my drone video, and we kind of talked about the grill in my backyard. So that's pretty cool. So Nacho can hear me. Chris says it sounds okay. Okay? Good? Could I be louder? Quieter? Let me know. I usually like to gauge my sound based on the audio track that I play before. Brent Newman says the audio is probably okay. So that means, are you on a phone? Chris wants it a little louder. All right, we're gonna bring it up a little louder. All right, how about that? That's about as loud as I can get it without getting up. It's slightly lower than the music, but clear. All right. So we're just going to go with that. I guess I could bring the mic closer to me. How's that? I look kind of stupid now. I look stupid. I'm not going to do that. Don't want to look stupid, guys. So I had planned for you guys. I had my Logitech Brio was going to come in from, I was going to have an above the camera, above the table shot so you guys could see what was on my table. It was all working out, but I couldn't get StreamLabs to run two cameras at the same time. So I don't know what's up with that, but now I got a shadow on my face. Come on. All right, let's bring it back there. What about that? Can you guys hear me with the microphone there? Did I add soundproofing? My echo is gone. No, I didn't. I just have the microphone all up on me. So, yeah, I don't know. I did move things around, so my camera is really far away from me right now. My table is back pretty close to the backdrop, like the backdrop's right there. So because I wanted to get the table in the shot so I can do demonstrations on the table. So, and I wanted to get my coffee in the shot. My manly sippy cup. So yeah. So first of all, since tonight we're going to talk about audio equipment, what did you guys think about the unboxing of the Rode Wireless Go that I did? I think I did it last night and I posted it this morning. What do you guys think about that little thing? Usually my unboxing and initial thought videos are kind of lame because I really just want to get it out of the box so I can play with it. And the videos to come will be better because I'm actually taking it out in the field and using it and applying stuff. Which, by the way, I didn't post it today. I was going to post it, but I didn't even post it. But I put... Actually, I'm not going to post it. I'm going to do it live because this is a live stream. All right, don't make fun of my shorts. Actually, I'm going to stand by because I can do that. All right, we're back. You guys are making fun of my shorts. I'm wearing shorts. I am also wearing underwear, but I'm wearing shorts. Here. Got my little camo shorts on. All right. But, so the trailer video that I did today, I did it on the GoPro Hero 7. And Nacho mentioned that I'm looking thinner. I think because I'm sweating while I'm mowing the yard, and I'm doing that every week. And then I'm walking around the neighborhood and, you know, doing yard work and stuff like that. I think I've probably lost about 5 pounds, 10 pounds. But I'm not doing anything crazy. It's just sometimes I don't have time to eat. So check this out. I wanted to show you guys how cool that little clip is. So can you guys see that? Is it lit enough? There, that's pretty lit. All right. And then the Rode Wireless Go. Let's see. That's the microphone. So this is the little transmitter. It clips right into a cold shoe just like that. I think that is awesome. Okay. And then, you know, Rode has to go with the red wires. Pop that one in there. Come around here. Pop that in there. And you're good to go, guys. Well, I might do that a little different. Might bring it around here. And then bring it down. But check it out, guys. So now I have my GoPro rig with the wireless transmitter. That's kind of janky. We're going to go... Actually, let's do this. This is what we're going to do. We're going to come through here. Then we're going to go like that. So that's a cool looking rig, guys. So we've got the GoPro Hero 7. We've got the transmitter. And then what I did today was I was wearing my vest and I kind of just hid the microphone right behind my collar like that. Like underneath my vest. And I thought the sound was pretty good. You could tell it was a little muffled. And I had one of these dead mice on it. Patent pending. So had a little dead mouse on there. I just think these are innovative, and I love innovative products. I love it when people think outside of the box. They're not stuck in their little rut of, oh, we made a drone, 4K drone. Hey, we added 30 frames per second to it and charged another $500. You know, there's like, you get caught in these ruts, like even like the Canon camcorders, or Canon camcorders is a great example, because I had like the XA10, and then the XA20 was the same camcorder with, like, you know, a little bit better performance in light, but they could have just fixed that with a firmware update, you know. Or like I mean, DJI does it. They, the Phantom series. There's the Phantom, and then there's the Phantom 2, and then there's the Phantom 3 and the Phantom 4. They innovate and they upgrade, but for the most part, it's like at least 80% the same product. They make it fly a little bit longer. They make the battery life a little bit better. But it's essentially, it's cookie cutter. But every once in a while, you'll get a little product like this that is just revolutionary. It just changes things, changes the way you think about wireless microphones. Those Instamics, I wanted to show you guys the Instamics tonight, but I can't find them since I moved into this new house. But for years, this is what we've been doing. We've been putting these guys a little boom mic or a little shotgun mic on top of our cameras, which they work great. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But, we've done this for years. Lavaliers. I bought this Rode. I should have tidied this up a little bit. But you guys can't see it, so it doesn't matter. It's clean right here in this square. Everything else is a mess. And then this is the Rode lavalier, but there's not rocket science here. The only thing that they did that was kind of revolutionary was they made a little adapter, so you could either use your cell phone or you could use regular camera devices. But I think these little Rode wireless Go's, I think they're awesome. When I saw this, I forget what conference that everybody went to, but when they announced them, I saw all these videos on YouTube and I was like, oh, I want that. Because I've been trying to find little wireless mics on Amazon, and I've been trying them out. And the first 6 months of my YouTube channel, I used a lavalier mic that was like $12, and it was like this. They have all these products on Amazon that are made in China or made in some other country, and they just manufacture a whole bunch of them, and then they put different labels on them. Nunley's here. What's up, Nunley? All right, so let's roll call. Let's see who's been here. So we've had Chris Hope, Nacho Rolling, Brent Newman, Brent Nunley. Those are the only people that have chatted so far. Yeah, Newman. Nunley. Or wait, I'm getting y'all confused. Nunley. Newman wants you to cook him up some chicken on the grill. All right. I've lost you guys in the chat. I went to rambling and I forgot to read what you guys are saying. It sounded good unplugging the lavalier from the Zoom and plugging it into the Go. Y'all are talking about my underwear. Spider-Man underwear. Don't be talking about my little web shooter. No, it was tucked into my vest. How do you like the cage? I love the little cage. I haven't used my GoPro Hero 7 without the cage since I got it. I haven't done any action sports either. But since I traded my friend Michael Esquire, he's got a YouTube channel. I traded him a piece of gear for his this this $50 adapter, microphone adapter for the GoPro Hero 7. And I'm not planning on getting that for the DJI Osmo Action or the Osmo Pocket. I'm spending too much money on audio stuff. So I got a solution that works. So I might just do a multicam shot and then just sync up the audio after that. Nacho, the case is a Hero 6 case, but I got it for the Hero 7, and I think you showed me the cage. I got the cage after we chatted on Facebook, I believe. I'm curious to see how it performs with a good lav mic. Yeah, Nacho, I'm gonna plug my I'm gonna plug this lav into it. And I don't know what the name of the Rode lav is, but I'm gonna plug that into it and do some tests. But I think the microphone's pretty cool by itself. I thought it did a pretty good job. Let's see. Nacho said if it was $100, he'd consider it. Yeah, I almost bought a $70 pair of wireless microphones, but they're really big. Actually, somebody sent me a pair that I haven't reviewed yet, but since I moved into this house, I don't know where they went. But I do have a set that someone sent me. So I'll do that soon, but it's more like a full-on auditorium type, meant for like soundboards and stuff. Even though I think it's battery powered and you can use it outside, but it's kind of overkill for outside use. So hi Dennis, hi Brent, hi Brent. He's doing that as we speak. He's getting the chicken as we speak. During my unboxing. Did you watch my pre-stream video? I didn't watch it. I'll go watch your pre-stream video. Okay, I'm getting like all not exciting, Sean, because I'm reading comments now. I did show you the cage. I was surprised you never did a $20 Tuesday on the cage. Well, maybe I should do a $20 Tuesday on that cage. It's an awesome cage. I think I did do a video on the cage, but I didn't do a $20 Tuesday of it. Oops, getting out of my light. Getting all dark on you. So yeah, what are you guys up to tonight? I had a pretty decent day. It rained a little bit, but then it stopped raining. Work was weird. We've got some weird things going on with the dynamic of building software. Scrum and Agile and all that junk. But yeah, so we've talked about the Rode Video Mic Go. Or no. Wow. We've talked about the Rode Wireless Go, which is kind of the new product on my channel that I'm going to be doing some different videos. You know, I've already shown you it plugged up to my Canon camera, but we're going to do, I think it'd be fun to do a solo shot video of just a range test. We're going to do a vlogging setup with the GoPro Hero 7. I might figure out a way to use it with the Osmos, but I doubt it. But yeah. So the next piece of kit that I want to talk to you guys about is this lavalier mic. This lavalier mic is from Rode. What I love about this lavalier mic is, for one, it comes with a nice little pleather pouch, like all the Rode microphones generally do. It's got... Now, Nacho, you're going to have to help me out. This one has 3 lines on it. What is that? TTYT? I get these confused all the time. The adapter goes from TTYT to TYT. All right, he's not chiming in. So there might be a lag too. So I apologize for the lag. But what's cool about this now, the latest iPhones don't have headphone jacks, but I can use this with my iPad Pro. And then if you have the dongle, you can use it. But what's awesome about Rode microphones in general is they think about the product and they think about the user, and they have great user experience. It's not just a microphone, but it has this awesome Velcro wrap that you can wrap around the microphone when you wrap it up. It's got a good clip, but it also has some extra things that you can tuck the wire in the clip so that it's not hanging. That's something extra that a lot of those little microphones that I get off Amazon don't have. So I think that's a pretty cool. Oh, phones use TRRS and stereo headphones use TRS. Got it. Is that top ring? Is that what that means? Ring? Because these are rings. I don't know. So I want to talk about a lavalier mic. The proper way to put a lavalier mic on, and I'm not going to string it through my shirt tonight, but what you want to do is you want to clip it and you want to point it straight at your face, and you want to get it as close to your face as possible. I see some people, they'll like put it back here on their hat, or their, a lot of people that wear t-shirts, they don't want their t-shirt to like hang down weird, so they put it way up here. But the microphone's not really picking up your voice the best because you project straight forward. And I've been a singer for a long time, so when you're looking forward and you're speaking forward, your voice is shooting in that direction. So you always want to have your microphone right in front of you, and when you're singing, you want to be like right up on the microphone like this. You don't want to be too far from the microphone because the sound man's it's gonna drive the sound man crazy. So you can whisper when you get this close to a microphone. It's amazing what you can do with a microphone. So you can beatbox. So so your mic has ties. Yes. Lav mics are nice. No need for a pop filter. Yep. This lav mic has a pop filter on it. And I don't know if that's just kind of wind reduction or what. And it might be like to keep it from bouncing up against your chest or your clothes. Because I did one video. I couldn't even use the footage because the audio was crap because it was on my shirt. But I had something in my pocket, so my shirt was like, as I was walking, my shirt was just punching me in the chest the whole time. So that was pretty interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna wind this up and put it in this pouch, and then we'll talk about a different audio device. What do you guys think about this? Is this a good live stream format to have a topic to talk about, or would you rather just hang out? Let me know your thoughts in the chat. I think it's definitely easier for me to find things to say. There's been some nights when people don't, people aren't very active in the chat, and I just kind of ramble for an hour, and when it gets close to the end, I kind of don't even know what to say. So, but it's interesting. It's cool. I'm honored that 5 people are here just to watch me talk. So that is the it's Smart Lav. That's the Rode Smart Lav. Here is Sean's link to that mic. Oh, thanks, Nacho. He's my little secretary tonight. Keeping things real. He's my Ed McMahon. Whoa. That definitely shows my age. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about, this guy. This is, it's a shotgun mic. And what shotgun mics are good for, just like it sounds, you shoot it in a direction and it picks up whatever you point at it. So I could point it at the fan down there on the floor and all of a sudden you'd hear the fan. But if I point it up here, you're going to hear what I'm pointing it at. So what a lot of people do is they put these right on top of their camera. And so the lens is pointing in this direction and the microphone's pointing in this direction. So whatever your lens is pointing at is, that's what the audio is going to pick up. So there's been a lot of times, you guys know that I fly my drones in the ballpark all the time. And what I love about the ballpark is that there's hardly ever anybody there. During the day, during my lunch break, I can go there and I can have the entire ballpark to myself. I've got these big fields that I can fly my drones around. I don't have to worry about people walking by or me waiting to fly over a certain area because cars are driving or, anything like that. I can just do whatever I want to over at that park. But since I do it during the day, sometimes there are people mowing the yard with big tractors, or they're sifting the sand, or smoothing the sand out, or doing some crazy things in that ballpark. And so what a shotgun mic is really, really good for is that I can point it with the lens straight at my face, and it's just going to pick up me. It's not going to pick up the lawnmower that's in the field to my right or to my left, or the cicadas that are just everywhere right now. Crazy everywhere. The only downside about this one is it takes batteries. So there's a risk that the battery is going to die in the middle of my shoot. But I haven't had that problem yet, and I bought it used from a guy, and he said that he swapped out the batteries a year ago. But it takes a 9-volt battery. 9-volt batteries last a really, really long time. So it's pretty cool. In English, that would be everywhere. I think it is Liberty Park. Did you look it up? Nacho? Nacho's stalking me now. But yeah, it is Liberty Park. And then this is by Movo. This is a dead cat. And what the dead cat does, there's actually another foam piece in here. I don't know if I can take it out without it. Maybe I can. I remember this being really hard to put in. All right. Now I'm getting hair everywhere. So this is how this is the Rode VideoMic Pro. And there's two editions. There's one that's all black, and I think that's the older version, and the one that's red is the newer version. And I don't know what they upgraded, because this is the only one of these I've ever had. I had the Rode VideoMic Go for a while. I ended up giving that I ended up trading my Panasonic Lumix G7 and the Rode VideoMic Go to Michael Esquire for his Segway. So it was one of those where I ended up having like 3 cameras and I didn't use all of them, and I really, really wanted a Segway. He was like, "What do you want to trade for it?" And I was like, "Your Segway?" And he was like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." All right, so that was easier to put on than I thought. So that's that. Now I'm all hairy, but you guys are edumacated. I really like this one. This one has I put an adapter on this. My Canon camera that you guys are watching me on, and I don't even know the name of my camera. That's really sad, right, guys? But the Canon camera that I have, it's got a regular size cold shoe on the front, and then it has Canon's proprietary kind of smart shoe. I don't really know exactly what the name of it is, but this is an adapter that I bought a long time ago for like 3 cameras back, so that I can convert. That was back when I didn't have a cold shoe, but since the smart shoe is on the back, I like to put this on the back of my camera, and since it's a camcorder, it's nice and long, so this fuzzy dead cat doesn't hang down in front of my lens, and it works out really, really well. It's a great looking setup. So yeah, that is the shotgun mic, and I've seen people at conferences use it like a regular mic, and they look like this, and they're just walking around with their little shotgun mic. You can use it that way, but I think they look kind of weird, and that's just my Brett Nunley. Alright. Now y'all are making fun of me talking now? What's up? So there's that. The next thing I want to show you is this. This is my Zoom H4n. I have a couple Zooms. I believe it's a Zoom H2n. But it is like the first H2 that has like 360 degree audio. So I was going to pair that up with my 360 cameras, but I never really got around to doing that. Have I considered putting... Are you talking about this mic, Nacho? Have I considered putting this kind of on a boom over me? I haven't, but that's a great idea. The thing is, it has such a small... such a small cord. I'd have to get a longer cord. But yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, it would definitely work as a good boom. I've seen where a lot of people will take, and you guys can't see it, but I have right out of view, I have a monitor stand. I bought a monitor stand off of Amazon that is, it's just a solid steel. Well, it's not a solid, it's hollow, but it's a hollow steel rail that goes up, and then it has an arm that goes to about here, that's all steel. That's supposed to hold the weight of a monitor, a large 4K monitor. And then I have one of my I can't even think of it. The little tripod adapters that I bought off Amazon that I put everywhere. I have one on my handle, and then I have one, and they all kind of match the Manfrotto base. But basically I use this arm up here to do, that's what I did the unboxing with. So I point my camera straight down, and since I have 2 4K camcorders from Canon now, I've got the Big Daddy that you guys are watching me on. By the way, what does the video quality look like? It looks really good in the studio, but I'm not streaming in my studio. Just curious as to whether I'm coming in clear. Still trying to figure out the whole streaming thing. And I decided not to go full screen so that my video is even crisper. But let me know in the chat whether I look good or not. I mean, I know I look good, but whether the video quality looks good. Brett Newman commented this week on my video quality. So I've been using the best camera I have, and I figured now that I'm in a studio and I have a I have an environment that's not surrounded by cicadas or wind noise or lawnmowers or anything like that. I'm planning on upping the audio and the video quality of my videos, and hopefully, like, all of my talking shots will be here, and then all of my kind of flying a drone or all of my test footage outside will be outside, but I'll kind of switch back and forth between them, kind of like Everyday Dad does. I think it's a pretty good format, and I don't have to compete with the bugs and the birds and the butterflies and all that stuff, even though that makes for some good video. But so back to this. This is the Zoom H4n, and the reason, and I talked about this in my Rode video, but the reason I got this is it has quarter 20s on the bottom. It has a place for an auxiliary jack. It's got the quarter 20 screw mount here. It's got all kinds of controls. Allows you to create mono, stereo. It has it's got some different tracks. I can record. Pretty sure I can record 4 tracks with this. I can put 2 here, and then these are stereo out of here. I'm pretty sure I can do that. I have never really tried that actually, but it's got a place to plug in, so I can. This is just a very versatile device, and it actually records really good kind of ambiance audio. So, doing a video outside, you kind of want to hear some of the outside, but you don't want it to overpower your voice. So something you can do is you can use something like this with a lav and put up on you to record nice, clean audio of your voice, and then you can get ambiance video or ambiance audio from a device like this. So I think that's really cool. He has no link for the Zoom. What is the Zoom? Why do we keep talking about a Zoom? Are you talking about the boom? Is that what you're talking about? Shotgun mic? Good for a stream. Looks fine. Okay. So, video footage looks good. Don't jump on transitions, please. Don't jump on transitions. Are you talking about the... Woo! Yeah, each to his own. I do some stupid things too, guys. I say guys all the time. I'm like, okay, guys. Okay, guys. So I know I've got some bad habits too. Everyday Dad he has a great channel. People have followed the mess out of that guy. He found his niche on YouTube and went for it. Because we had around the same amount of subscribers. Like he was ahead of me by about 4,000 subscribers back when I found him, and then now he's got like, I think he's close to 100,000, or maybe he's already past 100,000 now. I haven't checked on him in a while. Actually, I haven't really watched one of his videos in a while. Just because I'm not in the market for a new camera. But oh, the Zoom. You know what? I don't have a link for this. You are right. Let's fix that right now. Where should I put it? I'm going to go to my idea board. I added the Rode mics to my idea boards today. So I've got camera gears and rigs. Got the Y-Roll S360. So I don't. Let's do that right now. I'm going to add to my storefront an idea list. I'm going to call this microphones. Or no, I'm going to call it audio devices. Audio. Create. And then I'm going to search for the Zoom. Oh, there's some other good ones on here. I'm going to add that. Add that. Add that. All right. I'm gonna actually. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna add the idea board to the idea board. Everything that I've talked about. So H4N. Rundy Road. Actually, I think I already have that. So that's what we're gonna do. All right. All right, guys, so there's the link to the idea board that I just made. And that has the Zoom in it if you're interested in getting it. Exploration Obsession, what's up? Check out Deity microphones made by Aperture. Less expensive than Rode, and many think they sound better. Okay, I'll check those out. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I'm always into finding cheaper alternatives to really good stuff. I've just... How can I say this? I've learned the hard way that like cheaper stuff like breaks. I know with Rode I can always, you know, they've got good customer service and all that kind of stuff. But they're a good all-around trustworthy company that's been around for a long time. Not saying Deity's not, but I've definitely been burned on some of the products that I've bought on Amazon that were a little cheap. But the stuff that I put on my YouTube channel are things that I really think are made well, or made cheaply. I'm about to put some headphones up that a company sent me. They're great little headphones, and they kind of do the same thing that AirPods do, but for like $50 as opposed to like $200. So so in the grand scheme of things, you could buy you know, you could buy a lot of them for what you'd pay for one pair of headphones. So with that said, I'm going to go to my next audio device, and I haven't really tested this out. Not sure what I can do with it, but I've seen some people on YouTube use and I'm getting in the DJI Osmo Mobile 3. It's in processing. It hasn't shipped yet, but it's on its way. So I'm going to do a round of videos of filming with my phone, and the app Filmic Pro allows you to use your AirPods as a microphone. And I'm hoping, since my Beats Powerbeat Pro, I think that's what these are called, they're like the Beats version of AirPods, I'm hoping that they will do the same thing. But these are awesome little devices. You know, they fit in your ear. make you look kind of cool because I got beats in my ear and I'm like, but they'll allow me to just put these in and I can just walk around in the park and talk to you guys, you know, and make a simple video without getting all of my equipment out and all that kind of stuff. I can just, you know, do some vlogs or whatever, or, you know, I can be at my son's track meet or his cross country meet and I can be talking to you guys on a camera and, you know, I won't have to rig up a lavalier or put an audio device in my pocket. I can just use my Beats microphone. Now I've used a sound recorder with my Beats a little bit, and the audio is not amazing, but it definitely gets the point across. And since these are noise canceling, they do a pretty good job of listening to the outside, taking that noise out, and then just keeping your voice. So these are very clear when you're on a phone call in the middle of the wind. And what I love about these, I saw where one guy wanted to put one of these in his ear and put another one in someone else's ear and do like an interview shot. But there was no functionality for that in Filmic Pro or the DJI app. But the new app for the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 is going to be the Mimo app. It's not going to be the DJI 4 Go or whatever. So that'll be interesting to see how that's different. I mean, I've used the Mimo app before with all of the DJI Osmo actions, but you know, pretty cool. But you never know exactly what's going to be different, what's going to change. So yeah, I think this has been a pretty good chat tonight, guys. We've got 7 people in right now. We've got Exploration Obsession, Brent Nunley, Brent Newman, and Nacho are the ones that are talking right now. And in the past, we had Chris Hope in here, but he hasn't talked recently, so I don't know if he's still in the chat or not. He might be bored out of his mind. I don't know. And we got Antonio. What's up? Good night. Is that you saying hello or is that you saying goodbye? Antonio might have just been watching for a while. Glad you could make it, Antonio. Hope you have a good night, man. Or woman. I'm sure you're a man. Maybe a woman. Okay, so he's saying hello. So he's saying, hey. Yeah, we got 8 people in here now. We got a quorum. Pretty exciting. Something else I have to tell you guys is that I am practically sitting on the floor and I don't know what to do. Because this backdrop goes all the way to the ceiling, but in order to get my table in the shot and have enough room so that there's space above my head, I had to lower my chair. So I thought it'd be pretty easy just to build a studio. You know, I saw all these videos about seamless paper backgrounds and all this kind of stuff. It's like, oh, that's all I got to do. Yeah. It is so hard to get lighting right. It's so hard to get the camera angle right. It is pretty interesting, though, what I have in this room right now, and then looking at the screen, and it looks pretty professional, what is actually shown on the camera. If I turn the camera around, there are just cables everywhere, and cords, and lights in weird spots, and I don't know. It's interesting. But, so Nacho has a solution for me. What's your solution? Get a motorcycle and strap a GoPro on the windshield pointing at me so that it's always, I'm always in the shot. Ooh, excuse me, I got a hiccup. I'm waiting for the solution from Nacho. All right, let's see what he sent me. Oh, that's a good idea. So put the table on those extension feet. That's a good idea. Uh-oh, I lost my chat window. That is a good idea. We had our bed on something like that. Well, dang it, I lost my chat window again. All right, that's what we're gonna do. So I think tonight's gone really, really well. Sometimes I get frustrated when people tell me what to do or how to run my channel, but I think having a topic to talk about has been really, really beneficial tonight, just because there hasn't been much dead air of me thinking of something to say. So let me know what you guys think about this format, whether you like talking about a specific subject or not. And then something I need to do is I need to ask you guys what you want me to talk about. Maybe I'll send out some polls or something on YouTube to just kind of see what you would like for me to talk about next week. I have a feeling next week we are going to talk about the Insta360 or the Insta360 camera that's going to come out. Is it Wednesday, Nacho? Is that when the camera comes out? So yeah, we'll look at whatever that is then. I'm kind of excited about it. Watching the video looked pretty good, but it was a quick video and it was a compressed video, so I don't know how good the video quality is of their new product. So Nacho, you already got yours? Lucky. Nobody's called me about being an ambassador for Insta360. I'm waiting for you, for the words you put in for me to make something happen. So I was looking at different 360 cameras today, now that we're on the subject of 360 cameras, and I was looking at B&H because I have kind of a line of credit at B&H. And I was kind of looking at, something cheap that I could review on the channel. And there's an Acer 360 camera that looks like it came out a year or two ago. But it's like an Android phone, pretty much an Android phone with two cameras on it. Yeah, Nacho, I know you miss your 1X. I sent you a 1. Isn't that good enough? I talked a friend at work into buying an Insta360 1X, and he wants to go scuba diving, and his wife bought him a GoPro Fusion, and I told him Fusion's a great camera, but the workflow is nuts, and you really need a really good computer to run the Fusion. But I'm actually super excited about the Fusion too. I don't know if you guys have seen kind of the rumored pictures or the leaked photos of the GoPro Fusion 2. It has a screen on it. But yeah. Is that what it's called? The Max? And Nunley said the Skydio 2 is coming out. I hope it's cheap. The Skydio 1 was way too expensive. I know it does a lot of cool things, but yeah. So yeah, what time is it? It is 7:53. We've been going strong, guys. So I'm glad we had stuff to talk about tonight. So there wasn't hardly any dead air, and we kept the conversation going. I like that. But would you rather have relaxed, just hanging out live streams, or more formatted live streams like this? If I ended up putting out structured videos throughout the week. Antonio says my sound is too low. We're just going to have to deal with that right now. It's 7:53. Turn the radio up. So, but I appreciate your comment, Antonio, and I'm not discounting it. I will make the audio louder next week. And maybe I'm not talking as loud as I was the beginning, because I'm getting a little sleepy. But Brent Nunley says your audio is low, Shawn. Have my tablet cranked. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll up the audio next week. Nacho says, I like this. And now that you are back on track, it would be nice to ask questions about your videos from the week. That's a good idea. So maybe whatever, so tonight's YouTube live stream was about audio equipment and audio devices, because audio is on my mind with the audio from the Rode Wireless Go. So maybe that's a good idea. So maybe whenever I get the oh no, you're good, Nunley. So maybe whenever I get the DJI Osmo the DJI Osmo Mobile 3, whenever I get that in, then maybe that week we'll talk about gimbals. I think that's a good idea. So speaking of videos that I did last week, what do you guys think about the flight plan for my backyard? I did not know that the woods behind my house were going to look that amazing. I really didn't. I always like to fly over trees pretty close to trees. I think it's pretty cool to kind of skim the top of the trees. I love that shot whenever I see anybody do it. And I'm thinking about using that as my kind of an intro video of like making a loop of flying over the trees behind my house. I think that'll be pretty cool. But how cool that was Sunday morning, maybe 6:30 or 7 in the morning. And I don't like to fly in fog because the moisture, like your drone just kind of sucks in all the moisture from the fog. But I didn't know it was foggy. But when I got up there and I started flying, it kind of wasn't foggy where I was, but there was fog in the background, kind of in the rolling hills. And all of a sudden it looked like I was flying in the Smoky Mountains. I thought it was really cool. And I did not know that it was that beautiful behind my house. So I hope they never cut those woods down. It's just beautiful. I can't wait till the leaves turn colors. And so I'm going to be putting together, I'm going to adjust the flight plan that I did the other day. And make it so, because that was only like a little 2.5 minute flight. So I'm going to make a flight plan that's a little bit more exciting, that is at least 10 to 15 minutes long. And I'm going to get that flight plan so that it doesn't lose connection, because there's all kinds of Wi-Fi connectivity around me, but when I'm flying over the woods, there's no Wi-Fi interference between me and that drone. So I'm going to try to get a flight plan going Um, and then before the leaves change, and then once the leaves change, and then when it gets in the winter time, and then do kind of like a time lapse of things changing. I think that'll be pretty cool, because that's my favorite part about the Paradenofi is that flight plan and being able to build a mission and then fly that same mission over and over and over again. That's my favorite part. I don't care if the camera's not as good as the Hasselblad or the camera on my Typhoon H Plus. The fact that I can run a mission like that all the time, that's my favorite part. Nacho, you got to stop sending me notifications in the middle of my live stream. Come on now. All right, so yeah, Nacho, I think that's a great idea, making like a segment of the show, because I do want to just hang out with you guys. I want to hear how your week was. I want to know what Nunley's grilling on the grill. I want to know what crazy things Newman's been doing over the last week with his drone and making like UFOs with his Inspire. I want to know what Nacho's been up to. I kind of follow Nacho a little bit. He tends to poach. He tends to post things during the week of how his life is going. So Nacho likes to fly low. Newman said the flight plan worked well. That drone does really, really well. It doesn't do very good going sideways. So when it flies sideways, the camera kind of tries to catch up. But for the most part, it does really, really well. My neighbors must love you. My neighbors don't know about it really yet. I mean, if you guys saw, I flew in the morning when nobody was outside, and I flew over the woods for the most part. So there was a guy down when I was doing the little calibration dance in my backyard. The guy two doors down saw me. But I don't like to be a pest. I don't like to, shove my entitlement in anybody's face. So I like to respect people. So I'm not really planning on doing it around a bunch of people. But what's cool about the Paradenofi also is that drone is really, really silent. So you don't even really know what's going on. So super cool. So Brent Nunley uses Litchi. I thought about using Litchi. Nunley, do you use Litchi with the Mavic Air? Have you had any issues with it? I used Litchi back in the day with the original DJI Mavic Pro, and the app Litchi crashed in the middle of my flight, and I almost had a flyaway because my drone was not responding to my controller. I even switched it over to sport mode and switched it back and did all the. I already knew what to do if that would happen, and it didn't. And all of a sudden, my drone just stopped, and it hovered over. It was probably 200 feet over a parking lot, and it was just hovering there. And it hovered there for a good. I mean, this happened at the very beginning of my flight, so I was sitting there for about 20 minutes underneath my Mavic Pro, just waiting for it to fall out of the sky and trying to catch it. But then all of a sudden it returned to home. But that was the last time I used Litchi because it scared the crap out of me. And the only reason I really wanted to use Litchi at the time was not necessarily for the missions, but for the panorama. And they added that to the Spark, and then they added it to the it's in the air. I think it's in the air. Pretty sure it's in the air. But yeah. So Nunley's never had any issues, so that's awesome. Which Phantom are you running? Are you running the 4 or the 3? Nunley? something else I wanted to show you guys. I didn't have time to put it on the video, but I was at my son's cross country meet this past Saturday, and there was a guy out there, and clearly he wasn't a subscriber, because I went up and had a conversation with him, and he did not recognize me. I'm just kidding. But he had a FAA vest on, and he was flying his Phantom and taking pictures of the... it was like an invitational. So it was like all these middle schools came out to run cross country in this kind of cornfield. Or it was more like a hayfield. But I recorded him flying his Phantom 4, and I haven't looked at the rules in a while. I'm still studying for my Part 107, but you're not supposed to fly over people. You're not supposed to fly over vehicles, moving vehicles, and you're not supposed to fly within 25 feet of people. Okay, but I videoed this guy like flying over all these kids and all their parents, and everybody was like, "Hey, look at the drone, it's cool." But I went into my FAA police mentality, and I was like, "You're putting these lives in danger. You're stupid." Like, I mean, he might be watching this, and so I apologize. But I don't apologize. But there was like a trophy ceremony. All these kids sitting on the parking lot, like concentrated, like hundreds of kids, just all concentrated on this, like 15 parking spots, all waiting to get their trophies or whatever. And he's like flying over them, like, and not like in tripod mode, like he's like zipping, getting over here to take a picture, and then zoom over here and take a picture. And I just thought it was really irresponsible. And I hate to be like that, because I've done some stupid things with my drones, but I don't do stupid things with my drones around people. I do stupid things with my drones around me, so the only person that gets hurt is me. What do you guys think about that? Is that irresponsible? I've seen, Nacho fly his drone out over the ocean, so the worst thing that could happen is it could fall in the ocean, or maybe kill a fish or something. But I hit electric wires with my Mavic 2 Pro this weekend. Cracked 2 props. Didn't crash. Did it? So Newman, did your Mavic 2 kind of fall and then recover itself? I had my Mavic Pro do that. I mean, it did like a full-on flip and then just like caught itself. It was really cool. So Nunley has a 3 Pro. So that's the 3 Pro is that the 4K version of the 3? I had a 1080 version of the 3. That was my first DJI drone. I think the Pro is the 4K version. Brent Newman, 5-second Sonic hot dog ad pre-roll to your live stream. All right, I'm selling hot dogs. That's cool. I saw a video. It was like right when the Mavic, I think might have been the Mavic Air, and it was a video on how durable is the Mavic Air. So they were like throwing water bottles at the drone, or maybe not water bottle. They were hanging water bottles off of it to see that the payload, but then they were throwing water balloons at it, and the blades were just like popping the water balloons. That kind of stuff is, I can't afford to do that kind of stuff with my drone. Like, I'm super, super anal about my equipment. But, yeah. So I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. It's 8:07. I'm going to sign off and go spend some time with my family. But Nacho says you've got the Mavic Pro. He said it fell 100 feet before it recovered. But thank goodness it recovered, or else that would have been in the water too. Man, that's crazy. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. You can hang out here and chat if you want to. But I'm going to go spend some time with my family. But I hope you guys liked tonight's live stream. I thought it went really, really well. And I was kind of leery about taking advice just because it's my channel and I can do what I want to do. But I thought that ended up being really good advice. So we're going to try to have at least a topic to talk about. And I'll have some items out in front of me on the table to talk to you guys. And what do you guys think about the new setup? I got the table. You know, I feel like I'm turning into a legit YouTuber. But yeah, I love hanging out with you guys every week. I can't wait to meet you guys in person someday. But yeah, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful week. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Peace out.